kind of March Madness has begun. Starting to see the home teams, starting to see the traditional teams rise to the top, and kind of what it's all about. But we've got college hoops today and NBA. NBA doing it totally different. I even looked ahead. We're a month away from the start of Major League Baseball. So I've actually looked ahead at the Major League Baseball schedule, and it seems like, it used to be one team. They have one game to start the season. Now it's like everybody's playing on Thursday. Hardly anyone's playing on Friday, and then it goes, full scale Major League Baseball, and that is crazy. But we'll have that. We'll be adding it, and that'll be as college basketball will be phasing out at that point. Baseball adds in. It's kind of a natural cycle. But NBA, in a weird spot this year, and I kind of like the weird spot a lot better than the other spot. Figure it all out. We always do. Let me bring in the gang. It's just the four of us today. I have no idea where Chris Ruffalo is. Hopefully he's okay. I have not heard a word from him.
He's a diva.
He is a diva. He's become a diva. He's got 3 shows. It's like he squeezes them in between his pedicures. Got NBA and college hoops. Crazy day of college hoops yesterday. We saw a lot of the home teams, kind of a lot of the dogs that we haven't seen come through all came in yesterday. I got absolutely roasted. I took one of those losses that you just want to quit betting on in that Alabama game. I'm sure some people were on the other side of it with Mississippi State, where the guy just, they missed the free throw, 11 seconds left, dribble down the court, uncontested layup for no reason whatsoever, and then they just stand there, and that's it. And, a 7-point win becomes a 5-point win with a 6-point spread. Yeah, I know. It's if you're on the wrong side of it. Believe me, I've been on the other side. I've been on the other side of it, and I've been on this side of it. And when you're on this side of it, it makes you want to quit betting. And that's why most people that I know that have quit betting have quit over college basketball. Almost everyone that I ever talked to that has said, that's it, I'm done betting, and it actually does stop betting, it's college basketball. It's always college hoops, and that's exactly why. We saw it yesterday. Pepperdine tried to do it to me too.
To huck up that 3 at the end. They don't dribble out and be polite.
Alabama, they made just some hideous plays in the last 2 to 3 minutes of that game. They took an 11-point lead and turned it into 5. And believe me, they could have lost that game. They had it down to 3. It was like they were just let's not even do a good foul. Let's just foul. And you know what? Let's foul their best guy over and over and over again. Is what we'll do. Their best foul shooter. What we'll do? Let's put him at the line. He shoots 90-something%. Let's see if we can get it to 90-something plus. It's like, see if we can get him to 103%. It's like,
I think Michigan would pummel Alabama.
What's that?
I said Michigan would probably pummel Alabama.
Well, it's kind of a different discussion. In a tournament.
I just had to throw in a Michigan comment.
Well, I had Michigan yesterday.
I know you did. Yeah, we both did.
Yeah, I had Michigan. It's not, I have nothing against Michigan. I'm just not giving anybody national championships before they earn it, which is a typical Michigan thing, right? And that's where I have the problem. It's not that I don't think Michigan is a good team or a contender or any of those things. They are a contender. They're certainly not. People have them, they're going to the Final Four. They're going to win the national championship. No, this is a team that has this is an athletic program from top to bottom that has let down their fan base more often than any other out there. This is the squarest team in the nation. I
don't know about that. Gonzaga's pretty square.
I don't think so. Not even close. Not even in the same sentence. Gonzaga is some tiny little school. What city is Gonzaga in? You don't even know. It's like this is not like, you know, believe me, Michigan. How big is Gonzaga's stadium? Michigan's football stadium's 120,000 seats or something. Believe me, this is the squarest place in town. Is Michigan. I run the website, so I know what articles do the big traffic. What are the big name teams? You know, which ones, when you write this article, these are the most popular ones. Trust me. Michigan. Way up there. Way up there. It is the squarest of the squares.
That's not how you rate the square. I rate squares total amount money met and total wager amount.
Yeah, well, that's game to game.
$10,
Brian, that's a game to game thing. I'm talking about. I'm talking about like the Notre Dame squareness, you know, of the thing. The Laker squareness of the thing, right? It's like I'm not talking about a game. You're talking about a game.
I go game by game. Everything's game by game to me. I don't
talking about practice.
Every day's a new day.
Every day's a new day. Michigan is still square. Remains. Let's look at the let's look at the college football recruiting rankings over the last 25 years and see the one team that has done nothing, that has ranked within the top 10 consistently. Let's say who that is. One is Oklahoma and the other is Michigan. It's like, I mean, come on. Has Michigan, all right, how about this? We'll take it even another step. Has Michigan even made it to the college football playoff since they started the playoff? No. Michigan State made it. Michigan State's made it, but Michigan hasn't. I don't know. You tell me. You know? There's a lot of people mocking your outfit, Brian, and I'm with them.
I'm more professional today.
I don't think that's like 1998 professional. The new professional is t-shirt and jeans, man.
I was worried that
Mark Zuckerberg kind of changed the new professional, right? If the one thing that Mark Zuckerberg, he changed the new professional. It is hoodie, jeans, and t-shirt is the new professional.
I don't like Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, it doesn't matter if you like him or not, but that is something that he changed. You know, the way that it's done. It's not a contest. It's not a popularity contest. Anyways, let's get to some games. I can sit here and argue with you guys.
We can argue all day.
How's Ruffalo's pedicure coming? That's what I don't know.
Where are we starting?
I actually hope he's okay.
NBA.
I actually hope he's okay.
Oh, he's fine.
You think so? Villanova Butler, Cincinnati against Memphis. First one to 6 wins. New Hampshire versus UMass. Lowell. Great ultimate frisbee team at UMass Lowell. I used to play them when I was in college. Maryland against Michigan State. Florida A&M South Carolina State MEAC action. Hartford versus Albany. March Madness is underway. Conference tournament action there. What's that, the America East, Ron?
Yep.
America East.
This is the quarterfinal.
Yeah, quarterfinal in the America East. Someone's getting close to punching that ticket. Western Kentucky against FIU. UTEP against Charlotte. Army versus Boston University, Patriot League. BU, I think, is one of those teams that will probably make a run in their Patriot League tournament.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And Idaho versus Montana State. That's the gem. That's the jewel of the time slot. Brian, who do you like?
I think Villanova takes Butler out to the woodshed. I think we seen Villanova wake up against St. John's, and it was an easy cover there. I thought Butler beat St. John's, but there's no Villanova. I think Nova has to win by over 10 points to keep getting those knockout blows for the March Madness bracket spot. I like Michigan State Spartans plus the points against Maryland. I know Michigan State coming off Ohio State and Illinois, possible letdown, but when you can't have a letdown when you got to really win out. So I like Michigan State there plus the points.
Michigan State projected as a 12 seed, so they're not in a win out situation at all.
Well, if they would lose to Michigan in the back-to-back spots, and they lose to Illinois and they lose this game, that's 4 losses.
those aren't like losses that cost you. See, in college basketball, only wins help you. Losses don't cost you if they're to upper echelon teams. Is the way that it works, right? That's how the RPI works.
State, I think.
The way the RPI works,
the way
the RPI works is that a loss to a good team doesn't hurt you, but a win against a good team helps you. It's kind of like a golf handicap. It's like you shoot a bad score, they throw it out. You shoot a good score, they lower your number until you have to have a giant, body of work, until those 82s and 83s finally start factoring back into your handicap.
So I'm sensing you like Maryland in this spot. That's what I'm sensing.
People hate when I talk about golf. I got so many negative golf comments. Oh, my God. You're bragging about your money because you played golf. The hell does that mean?
I think both these plays are solid early.
Rod? What do you like?
For me, it's an early time slot. I like Maryland. We've seen Michigan State, what they can and can't do. I don't trust them yet. I'll take Maryland at home here. 10-5 on the year at home. Definitely like Maryland at home. Not back at Sparty. And did you get your message from Ruffalo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm worried about that guy.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm worried about him, man. Ron?
In this window, I'm going to take Memphis. Just like the way they've been playing. They're starting to play like the team that I thought they were going to be heading into the season. They've won. I think they're on a 4-game win streak. And Cincinnati, just not impressed by this team. They did blow out Tulane, but who hasn't? I mean, you can't forget that 38-point loss to Houston. And Memphis's defense is just much better than Cincinnati's. And Cincinnati, they don't even have an offense. So I'll lean Memphis on the road there. And I'll also take Villanova. I like Villanova to beat up Butler today on the road. Butler, I don't think they can go toe-to-toe with this high-powered Villanova offense. We know when those shots start falling, they just don't seem like they stop. And Butler just doesn't have the firepower to keep it going. So I'll lay the points with the Villanova on the road here.
All right. Let's see what I got. I like Michigan State too. I originally did the video. I thought that they were the favorite. When I did the video, I had typoed it, I was doing videos watching games and I typoed it and I thought they were the favorite, and I said in the video, I said this game is a type of game where points factor. It's kind of like that Florida-Kentucky game like yesterday where it was like it's so tight. It's like even if you have 2.5, you're happy you have them, And it's kind of, I think this is the same type of game, but I thought it was Maryland that was getting them. So originally I said Maryland because I figure it's a pick 'em, it's a coin toss game, and then you have the points just in case, and they could easily factor. But that's actually the other way around, so I had to redo the video. First time I ever had to do that, where like a lot of times the point spread will move, but it won't affect my pick. But this one it actually affected my pick, so I reshot the video, reposted it. And I took Michigan State with the points.
That would really make me wonder if I saw that. I'd be all over Michigan State if they were minus 2.5. So it would set off alarms.
Yeah, at your segment, right? Yeah, 3 years. He's always talking over me.
The fire bells was going off then.
He's always talking over me. I think I'm going to lower my mic volume. Got my new lighting. You guys can see me. It's sitting in the dark anymore. Yeah, a little too bright. Wear my shades.
I'd start wearing shades.
I could wear my shades. I got so many pairs of shades now since I switched to contacts. Oh, man. It's the best thing that ever happened. It's like instead of like $900 for a pair of sunglasses, I can just buy them off the rack. Just buy them all. Just go to Sunglass Hut. Just basically just bring a shopping bag. Take $3,000 worth of assorted sunglasses. Which ones would you like? Would you like try? No. Pick them out for me. Got new golf sunglasses. Got the prisms.
You'd look like our friend if you started doing them in glasses.
Got all kinds of them. Anyways, kind of like outside of Michigan State, I like the under in that Cincinnati-Memphis game. I know the total's up 2.5 points or 3 points, 137, 140.5. I don't see it. I see 120. Those teams, they always play tight. You know, Cincinnati, Memphis. It's always like some ugly-ass tight game. I predict an ugly-ass tight game in that Cincinnati, Memphis. I do think Boston U's going to make a run in that Patriot League tournament when it happens. They were predicted to win it, and they've been flat. Just like we got to watch out for Bowling Green in that MAC, right? We got to watch out for Bowling Green in that MAC tournament. It's like, ugh, it's going to be tough. Going to be tough.
Yeah.
Anyways, NC State's playing Pitt. Xavier Dixon in the portal, right? Out of Pitt, which is crazy. Xavier Johnson, right?
Yeah, he left the team. Yep.
Yeah, he was their best player, right?
And so did DC Tony.
Why do you think that was? Think they're like Josh Gordon? They're just like, I don't feel like playing today. Like, I'm gonna go smoke a couple J's. It's like
they're going to Michigan.
It's like you know, it's like Baker Mayfield calls him. You know, it's like, hey, you're late for practice. I'm just smoking a couple J's, watching Scarface, man. That's what I'm doing. Say hello to my little friend. NC State Pitt. I always wonder what goes through these guys' head, you know. American versus Bucknell. Marist against Quinnipiac. Houston against South Florida. A nice 18-point spread in that gem. Navy versus Loyola Maryland. The Greyhounds. You know, a couple of years ago, they never even had point spreads on Patriot League on regular season. Never. On any of these small conferences, they never even had point spreads. Summit, no point spreads. Ohio State, Iowa. That's why South Dakota, North Dakota State football taking that big loss. Tell you, another place where the overrated quarterback, you know, comes out of. We've got another quarterback from North Dakota State looking to come out, you know, be one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL draft, right? Just like Carson Wentz. There's a reason why he didn't go to Alabama. Delaware State against Coppin State. Delaware State only getting 7.5 points in that one. That's weird. Something looks funny there. Oral Roberts against Western Illinois. Lehigh Lafayette. You want to talk about rivals? Hate each other's guts, those two. Albany Hartford is now postponed.
What?
Utah State, Nevada. No, it's actually listed in the postponed games, but it's also listed in the playing games. It's listed in both. You can't beat both. No, I still see it in the regulars. All right, anything in that time slot, Brian?
Yeah, I think the Pitt Panthers are a dumpster fire. NC State's starting to roll along. Nice couple wins in a row. I know it was a 1-point game just a week or two ago, but I think they really take Pitt out to the woodshed and easily cover the game. I like the Quinnipiac plus the points. They've won 3 straight. I think they can take care of Marist outright, but I'll take the points for safety.
Rod?
For me, I like Bucknell over American U there in the Patriot League. Bucknell 4-5 ATS. That's my degenerate gambling bet of the day. Put $60 on Bucknell plus the 4 points in that one, and I think it's closer than that. If not, Bucknell wins that outright. And I'll keep riding with Navy. They're still 9-1, 8-2 against the spread. Now they're at home. Give me Navy over the Greyhounds again. Greyhounds 4-6. Lost yesterday. Didn't cover. I'll go back to the Navy and keep riding with the midshipmen in that one. And I think that's too many points in Houston. I'll take South Florida plus the points in that one.
Ron?
Yeah, we know how much I love South Florida, but just like Rod said, too many points. Houston not going to be worried about killing South Florida that much. I mean, it's just a boatload of points, and they play similar styles, except one does it well and the other one doesn't. But I think South Florida can catch a cover. And I also like the over in the Coppin State Delaware State game. Totals at 160 yesterday. Didn't get the over, but Coppin State only gave up 68 points. That's very off color for them. They give up about 80 points a game. They're not too worried about defense usually, so I think we get over this number to see both teams in the 80s.
Mark, who used to write for us, used to say Delaware State recruits their team at the student union, and 2 hours before the game they put up a sign. I think he's pretty close. He's actually lived right near there. So he was more of the Delaware, fan. He is the Delaware, so he knew all about the Hens, who I guess didn't play this season, right?
I think they canceled it. They played a couple games, but
yeah, what a shame. I like the Blue Hens.
Once again, gotta talk over Romanelli. Brian's talking over everything today. Could change the order of your segment. I like Nevada against Utah State. They played them tough the last time. I think they'll play them tough again. That Mountain West Conference, those teams at the top in the upper half. I think Nevada might be the odd man out there, but I think if they win this one, they could be the odd man back in this Mountain West. I think Colorado State, Utah State, Boise State, all make
San Diego
State all make the NCAA tournament. But I think Nevada is they could be a play-in team too. They might be in. Who knows? Stranger things have happened than five from the Mountain West. Of course, our pick to win the A10 comes through for us. St. Bonnie's wins the A10 yesterday. Anyways, that to me is the one. I think that Delaware State line looks funny at 7.5. Normally they would be getting about 17.5 in this spot. I'm on the other side of you guys. I'm taking Houston against South Florida with very little conviction. Houston is just one tough customer. I think it's senior day there, and it's kind of like this is kind of the best team they've had since probably the Phi Slamma Jamma. Hakeem, the Dream, Olajuwon, Clyde Drexler team. That was a sick team. So I think Houston gets it done at home on senior day. That's it for college hoops. That's weird. Where's Ruffalo, huh? This doesn't like this. All right. Brings us to our NBA segment. I could read through some of the comments here. Brian is more professional today. Professional what?
That's because I'm winning. When I start winning, I start dressing in my better. Tomorrow I might be wearing my suit. Who knows?
I'm going to be wearing nothing if you go by that.
If I sweep the board, I might be coming in a suit and tie. You never know.
Ruffalo is sick. Ruffalo's got some serious issues. We're concerned.
Very concerned.
No, it's not that he doesn't think he's scheduled. That has nothing to do with it.
Nope.
If you argue with Mitch, you will fall asleep arguing. I don't know what that means. have no idea. These guys are saying. Anyways, let's get to the NBA. Wow, Marissa A. hates my guts. If you haven't seen their new live show, tune in. It's worth watching. It's way better than Mitch talking about Michigan football. Admit it, Mitch, you don't like Michigan. Always got something negative and stupid to say about Michigan. No, we actually after yesterday's show, I didn't have something stupid to say about Michigan. We watched the Jadeveon Clowney hit on your running back like 35 times as a group. That's what we did. We could watch that App State game when they were still an FCS team against Michigan if you want. Brian, we got NBA.
Yes, we do.
No, I can brag. I can brag about golf if you guys want. I don't even understand how it's bragging. If you've seen my game, there's nothing to brag about. That's for sure. My putter has left the building.
I need a new set of golf clubs.
Oh, come on out to Hawaii, Sean, who watches the show.
I wish you had told me you were selling your old set. I definitely would have bought them. Whatever you wanted.
I have my blades. My old blades.
I thought you sold them on eBay.
I sold my my I-210s, my I-210 irons. I don't think they would have been a good iron for you, to be honest with you. They're a little.
Because they were both about the same height.
It doesn't matter though. The I-210s are like a little bit more like it's like for like a 10 handicap or better probably. So it's probably like, maybe a little bit like you need more of a forgiving club. Those are more like a shot maker. They're a cavity back, but they're still a shot maker's club.
I'm not a shot maker.
You're a shot taker. We've got Bucks versus Clippers. Raptors versus Bulls. Celtics versus Wizards. Any of those three. 7 o'clock and 3:30 time slot.
Yeah, I'm liking the. Did you mention the Bulls and Raptors?
No, yep. I did.
All right, yeah, I really like the Chicago Bulls more and more as it goes on in the day. I bet them this morning at +6. I think it's at 4.5 currently. Bulls have performed just as good as the Raptors have of late. Both have won 7 of 10 games. I think the Bulls can keep this game respectable within 3. So I'm going to take the Bulls plus the points. Should be one of the better free picks today.
For me in that spot, I like the Bucks and the Clippers to go over the total. I think we got a track meet in that one. And I like give me the Celtics today over the Wizards. The Wizards are 3-12-1 in the last 16 in Boston. Looks like Boston on a Sunday. I think I've seen their record not so good on a Sunday. That changes. I think the Celtics come to play today and erase that from they're not winning on Sunday. So give me the Celtics here, lay the points. They get the win over the Wizards.
Ron?
Yeah, I like the Bulls getting the points as well. I think they win this game, but I'll take the points just in case. No Pascal Siakam for Toronto. He's still in COVID protocols, and I think the Bulls are, they're 15-17 overall, but they're 19-12 against the spread. They've been a cover machine in these similar spots, so I'll take Chicago in the points here.
Got an Iceman sucks comment. I haven't had one of those in a while. Still works for me. I took the Bulls in the video. It was 6.5 then. Now it's 4.5. The weird thing about this Bulls and the cover, and it's like I liked it at 6.5. And the weird thing about the Bulls and the covering on the road and all this other stuff that they've done, I'm less enthusiastic about it than some of the other guys. And so here's the thing about the Bulls: 8-7 on the road, 11-4 against the number. But when you dig a little deeper and you go under the hood of this puppy, right, you see the 6.5 is a nasty number for them. Okay, every time they get 6.5, they don't cover, which I know, it doesn't mean anything, but let's just say every time they get 6.5, they don't cover. If you're superstitious at all, last time out, getting 6.5 against the Phoenix Suns, did not cover. Last time they got 6.5 before that, Philadelphia 76ers, did not cover. And that one was on the road where they cover all the time. And you look at this. So every time they're getting the 6.5 or better, or even more, against the good teams, the Clippers, 7.5, did not cover. Right? You see that trend. But then when they play against the lousy teams, that's what they cover. Or the teams that play in the tight games. Indiana Pacers, 4.5, cover. New Orleans Pelicans, 2.5, cover. You see the trend there? It's like
it looks like the public's all over Toronto though. This one.
People are saying in the chat that the game got postponed.
Oh.
But I'm not seeing it anywhere. But
I don't see that.
Let me check.
That would stink.
Well, it depends what you mean by stink.
Well, if you got the Bulls at a nice number and they're canceling games because the Raptors having COVID issues, then it stinks.
It wouldn't be the Raptors, it'd be the Bulls with COVID, more than likely. But I don't see it. I do not see it anywhere, that news.
Yeah, I checked Twitter. I couldn't find anything. But
what are they saying in the chat? Where do you guys get that fake news?
Check Bleacher Report. That's what they're saying. Emphatically,
Bleacher Report. There it is. Okay, I see it on my board too. Chicago-Toronto is postponed. All right, I take it all back. No reason to talk about this one anymore. Let's move on.
Damn it.
Golden State Warriors are playing the Los Angeles Lakers at the Staples Center. That line's gone from 4.5 to 3. Miami Heat against Atlanta Hawks. I did not do a video on this one. Miami Heat laying 6 against the Hawks. Kind of an uncomfortable number there for the Heat. A lot of points. Houston Rockets against the Memphis Grizzlies. Rockets now 3.5-point dogs in this one against the Grizz. And the Detroit Pistons taking on the Knicks. No one said anything about the Wizards getting the 6.5 against the Celtics, did they? That's crazy.
No.
No one sees the lunacy in that?
It looks like Boston's the obvious play there. The Celtics, to me. Obviously, they want you on the Wizards.
I said take Boston.
Yeah, Rod said Boston.
Okay. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care.
I don't have a dog in the fight either, so go Boston.
Speaking about dogs, Brian, who do you like in this group?
Oh, I like my favorite team. I like the Golden State Warriors. I cashed with the Lakers the other night. A rare time that ever take the Lakers. This line opened at 5, sitting at 3.5. Take the points with the Warriors. I think they could easily win the game outright, but I think you'll be good with the points here.
Rod?
For me in this one, I like Atlanta here in this spot. Atlanta's 5-2 against the number as a dog, so I think that's too many points. Miami, the Heat at home are 2-7-1 is their last not 10 as a favorite at home, so I think that's too many points. It was a 2-3 point game. Give me the Hawks there, plus the points. And the Lakers and the Warriors there, I like to go under the number. I don't think we see a surprising defensive battle in that one. Give me the under 222.
Yeah, this one I like the Warriors as well. I like getting the 3 points. I think it's going to be a close game. I wouldn't be surprised to see the points in play there, but I could definitely see the Warriors win it outright. On ESPN, I don't think they're going to want you to change the channel too quick, so I'll grab points with Golden State. Yesterday I was on the Knicks, but today I'm going to fade them. I'm going to take the Pistons getting the point or at an even money line, whatever. Just the Knicks yesterday got the win at home against the Pacers. Now they got to travel to the Motor City. And, the Pistons have been bad, 9-24 this year, but they are 6-9 at home. 6-9 at home. So a lot better at home than they are on the road. And I think this is a spot where they get a win. They catch a tired Knicks team playing on a back-to-back on the road here.
Yeah, looking at putting these cancels on the Bulls game. I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4 cappers, 5 cappers on the 4 cappers on the Bulls and 1 on the Raptors. Game canceled. I wonder what baseball season's gonna look like.
Spring training today.
Yeah, no, spring training starts. All the remember all the cancels last year, like the Marlins, like missed like and Phillies. It was brutal.
Cardinals played like triple headers.
Yep. That 7-inning games. And
yeah.
Guy starting on second base, ghost runner on third.
Yeah, I forgot about that too. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I wonder if they're doing that again. 7-inning doubleheaders.
It's 162 games, so get ready.
They're gonna have fans, right, in the stands.
I believe so.
Well, yeah, some basketball games they've already got some fans in the stands.
I guess
even the Knicks.
I guess the cure is on the way, man. I guess
I'm about to get some tickets too.
I guess the cure is on the way, right? Like we're all cured.
I'll be fine.
It's like we all scheduled Georgia. I'm gonna stay as far away from that Heat Hawks game as humanly possible. That's what I'm gonna do. The Warriors are my dog of the day over at Sports Chat Place. I think the Knicks and the Pistons first to 100.
Or less.
I don't see the Knicks getting to 100 today, but that's just me.
Boy, Brian's so chatty, man. He has a couple winning days. He's chatty. He's all. Maybe we should switch the position with Brian over here. I could sleep in the corner. People wonder, is Mitch sleeping?
Too much pressure.
That'll be comments. Is Mitch sleeping? All right, got Minnesota.
We gotta do it.
Minnesota Timberwolves against the Phoenix Suns, and the Sacramento Kings versus the Charlotte Hornets. We're actually going to have to do NHL here because Chris is out.
Out.
Yeah, and these last 2 games are just leans at best, but I'm going to take the Phoenix Suns minus the 10 points or so to take out Minnesota. Normally, I'd like a home dog getting this many. I just think Minnesota has too many issues, and just to make the game watchable, I'm going to put $60 on Phoenix Suns, and then I'm going to take a flyer with the Hornets. The odds seems a little off to me. I think Kings would be the home favorite, but they're not. So Hornets look like the play here. Another small $60 play just to keep me interested in the game. Otherwise, I'd tune it off.
I'll tell you what I'll be doing at 9 o'clock Eastern time, which is 4 o'clock my time. At least this time. In 2 weeks, it'll be 3 o'clock my time, which is I love it when there's a 6-hour time difference. We don't change our clocks, but I love that 6-hour time difference. 5 hours, nice. 6 is fantastic. But I'll be watching 90 Day Fiancé because that's what I do.
That's a little.
I got a lot of TVs. I'll brag about my TVs. He's just bragging about his TVs. He's got a TV. He's got one of them flat screen TVs. Whatever. I like the Suns. I can't stand the Timberwolves. And I also don't like the Kings. I don't care if they beat the Pistons. Congratulations. Gonna lose today.
Woo! We beat the Pistons. Yay!
Yeah, gonna lose today. Anyways, I guess for our early premium show, there'll be no Ruffalo. He hasn't submitted any premium picks here for me to even read off. So we'll have to make it up to you at some other point. But Ron will be here, so you still get 4 picks.
Can we advertise our wares today?
Oh, advertise your wares before we get to our exciting NHL segment, which the
Yeah.
Lucky Penny nails a winner in the premium area yesterday
Yeah, I forget about
with the
that.
Toronto Maple Leafs 4-0.
Leafs 4-0. Yeah.
They call
Oh,
it
yeah.
a shutout, but in my day we used to call it they skunked them.
What was the line of the Maple Leafs?
Minus 110.
Oh,
Minus
that was
110.
Oh,
That was
okay.
pretty
Well,
even.
then it's a
Coin flip.
I thought
That's why it was a
minus
coin flip
170.
game. Lucky, you got to call it in the Lucky Penny. They thought it was on paper it was a coin flip game. On the ice, it was a 4-0 game. Skunked them. Lucky Penny. Brian, what do you say?
For me to For me today, I'm going winning days. 7 out of the last 8 days have been winning positive days. I'm going to go for another one today. I got my Sunday Slush Fund 3-pack, 2 NBA, 1 college basketball. And if you act fast, you can get my college basketball end of the season pass for $200. You get all today's games. You get the conference tournaments. You get the March Madness, all for $200 at PickDogs.com premium picks. And hopefully I don't get in trouble for that price, but hey, I'm crazy today.
Well, for me, I got my Super Sunday 5-pack. I got 2 NBA, 2 college basketball, 1 10-star NHL pick of the day. Love these 5 bets to keep ourselves rolling. End off the week. End off the nice week. Love those 5 today.
And for me, I got my Super Sunday Trio. Grab my top 2 college hoops plays and my NHL play of the day. And for all the long-term subscribers, I do have an NBA premium play in there for the long-term people.
I have a hoops 3-pack, 2 college, 1 NBA, and for the long-term people, I have an extra college hoops play in there as well. All right. Rangers Bruins. Nashville Predators against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Devils against the Capitals. Rod, why don't you lead us off?
You get me all confused with where you get your bets from. It's like
He wasn't expecting to go first.
You want me to go first? I got my penny right here. So I have 2 pennies here. I don't even remember which is which. That's part of the problem. That's why it hasn't been as hot as normal. Don't make me start flipping. Brian, you want to go first?
Did we go all the way right to the end of the 3 o'clock games? Is that where we're at?
No. We did all the 3 o'clocks except for Rangers Flyers. Or Buffalo Flyers.
Okay. That's
We
where
could
I
do
was
that one.
confused.
We can include it. All for
Okay.
3 o'clocks. We'll do
That's
four.
where I was
We'll go
confused.
4 and
I was
2.
confused on- I was like, well, what's
I
on
tried
that
to go
one?
3 and 3, but instead we'll go 4 and 2.
For me, in the first one, Boston and the Rangers. The Boston got embarrassed. So why? I don't see them bouncing back here. They just got whooped 7-1. They just got whooped by the Rangers again. Let's just keep riding the Rangers. Boston's looking awful. So for me, I'm going to take the Rangers. Nice plus 140 in that one. I'm gonna take Columbus to bounce back. Nashville won yesterday, so we're gonna take Columbus to come back and win that one today. Washington and the Devils. We're going to take over 6, as we're going to see a whole whack of goals in that one. And the Flyers. I'm going to take the Flyers on the puck line as they rolled the puck line yesterday. I don't see anything changing in that one. They'll just roll right over Buffalo again. The Flyers are just too strong. Buffalo's just not that good of a team. Their offense can't keep up with this high-powered Flyers. So give me the Flyers on the puck line there.
Brian?
Yeah, I agree with Rod. I don't see everybody's thinking Boston Bruins are going to bounce back today. I just it wouldn't shock me at all if the Rangers keep on playing well and you're getting a plus 140 to 148 dog. I'm going to take the Rangers here, and I'm going to go a little bit different than Rod. I'm going to take the Flyers, but I'm just going to take the high money line, like a Iceman type play, minus 160 with the Flyers. they're playing good hockey. Sabres definitely are not. But I think it's a 1-goal game, so I'm going to back the Flyers here on that juice.
Ron?
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I like the Rangers. There's no reason for me to take Boston here. I mean, you're getting great value plus money with the home team that just took them down. Bruins, just defenses, they have injury problems, and it's really showing, that's for sure. They can't help to put the puck in their net. And I'm going to pull O'Brien and take the big money line with the Flyers. I'll sprinkle a little bit on the puck line, but I don't see the Flyers having any issues today. I'm just going to keep rolling with them, and I think they get the win.
I'm gonna go with the Columbus Blue Jackets here against the Predators. Just think that's the way to go here. Just got a feeling. I think some miserable stuff going on here. Take the Rangers against the Bruins. Got the Islanders and the Penguins. And the Blackhawks against the Red Wings. 7 o'clock at the Madhouse on Madison. United Center. One of my favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
One of my favorite stadiums. Love it.
Never been in there. That would be a that's on the bucket list to see them playing there.
It is one of the best places to watch a game.
Yeah.
It's amazing that the city
awesome.
that has the worst stadium to watch a game, Wrigley Field, also has the United Center. And Soldier, Soldier
Right.
Field, United Center, and then Wrigley.
So for me in this game, Pittsburgh got the win yesterday. I guess maybe we called them a little bit overpaid bums, a little too much maybe. No, they got the puck bounce. They got lucky. I'm going to take the Islanders to bounce back and beat our overpaid bums, the Pittsburgh Penguins. The reason why I call them overpaid bums is because they have 3 guys that are their salary is phenomenal. Like, they're all $9 million each guy a year. Everybody else below that, be lucky if they make $1 million. That's why they're a bunch of overpaid bums. They have these 3 guys, and then they hope that they can fill it in with a bunch of other low-grade guys, and they hope they gel together. Well, it doesn't. And we've seen the result of that over years and years and years. So you win 1 year, and then you haven't played anything good. Sorry. Overpaid bums. Anyways, on to the original 6 matchup here. Detroit and the Blackhawks. Detroit got the win yesterday. And I'm not laying minus 192 with the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm going to go right back on and keep riding Detroit here. Give me the Red Wings here to get 2 wins in a row for the Red Wings over the Blackhawks here.
Ron, what would you pay to see Rod be the guy who gets to shoot the puck at the little thing in Chicago? Though in Chicago at the United Center.
That'd be a rush.
You know, with dun 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 dun. Oh man!
So, we're not going to hear it today because Detroit's going to win.
I was fortunate enough to live there, during this era where they won all those cups. It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I got to see like the Patrick Kane, like the young Patrick Kane, then kind of like the calm your shit down Patrick Kane. And now I guess he's like a different guy, right? It's kind of like ever since that first cup, that was to settle your ass down, Patrick Kane.
I love when Patrick Kane scored the goal and nobody even realized he scored the goal. He knew he did. He threw
right.
the glove.
He knew he scored it. Nobody even knew he scored it. That was the second? That wasn't that was the second cup, right?
That was the second cup.
That was the second cup in Philly when he hit. when he hit that goal.
Everybody was down.
Nobody knew it, and it was like it was
on?
crazy
He knew
because they were down in that game. So like no one was even ready for the whole big thing in Chicago, and then all of a sudden it was like the whole city erupted. I lived right downtown, and all of a sudden it was like there was nothing going on because everyone thought like there was going to be a next game, right? And then all of a sudden it was like 2 quick goals and then a goal that no one even saw, and it was like, you know,
all over.
It was all over. It was all over.
Uh-huh.
It was all over. Like the Boston one, everyone knew. You know, it was like we knew it. Had it all the way.
Had it all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, the year after they won the first cup, they lost to Vancouver in the playoffs, and I think it was the first round, and it went to the 7th game, and I'm pretty sure it was Kane like fired a shot, and it looked like it was a goal as well, and it hit that top crossbar, and it went straight down, it went out instead of going in, and it was like they ended, and then like 2 seconds later, Vancouver scored the game winner. It was like,
Scored the game winner, yeah.
God, it was like.
That was the year of the riots that Vancouver decided to. They didn't. They lost the final to
Boston.
Who's the final to Boston, right? And then had big huge riots. Oh man, burn down the city. We lost.
That was a bad cup. That was I think 4-1.
The best. I don't watch a lot of hockey, but I remember Montreal played Calgary one year in the final, and all I remember is that like after every game, it was like just guys fighting on the ice. Like, I mean, knockdown, drag out. Like after the game, you know, like every game was like that. It was like it was like a bench clearing brawl. Like after every single game, wasn't that the way it was, Rod? Wasn't like.
It's the way it was back in the day. There was always bench clearing brawls. They'd come in and they just didn't like each other, right? Calgary Edmonton was bad too.
They don't have the goon
like
anymore, do they? Like Dave
the
Smith.
Oilers and the Islanders. Oh man, like there's another Stanley Cup.
Like who was the toughest goon? Who was the toughest goon? Who was the toughest? Who was the guy like you just didn't want to, you know?
Ty Domi.
I don't think Domi was. I think
Robert was tougher than Domi.
Domi got beat up a lot early in his career, especially. He used to get pummeled all the time. I'll tell you, who Semenko, right? He was like,
oh yeah, from the
it was like
Dave Semenko.
No, he was such a good goon. Nobody wanted to even. I mean, It was like nobody even wanted a piece of him, you know. And he had the guys, you know, that he had to protect that everybody wanted a piece of, right? So it was like. He was tough.
Dave Semenko, the barefoot golfer.
He was.
They need to bring back the goons.
We have a barefoot golfer at our club too.
Barefoot golfer, yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know who it is? It's Don Nelson, the winningest coach in NBA history. He golfs barefoot.
They just say that they get better feel with being barefoot than. I don't know. I figure you're gonna slip in the muck or something. And fall on your face.
I see Coach out there all the time. He plays like usually in the time slot, like right after me. So I see him out there every day. Nice guy, tall. Played. I think he played for the Celtics, like with all those guys, Havlicek and all those guys. He won all those championships, and then he was the winningest coach in the NBA. He drafted Curry. He's the guy who drafted Curry. Anyways, good guy. You know, I don't like hang out with him or anything, but you know, he's always cordial. Hi, how are you? How is it out there? Greens are a little fast. Or whatever. He's like, yeah. Small talk. Hobnobbing. Who's up, Ron? We kind of
I
lost.
think Brian.
Oh, Brian. We kind of lost focus there for about. It's
All
never
right,
happened
I'll
on
bring
the
it
show
back on
before.
track here.
It never happened.
I agree with Rod. I really like the Islanders today to bounce back against the Penguins. That was one game yesterday, and I think you're getting a good number with the Islanders here. They should not be an issue, although it'd probably be a one-goal game. And also the Blackhawks, I mean, the number's up almost 40 cents from where it opened. Everybody's on Chicago. Really, the game's unbettable because I think the Blackhawks win. So what I'm going to do is take the Blackhawks and parlay it with the Islanders to give me a better payout on the Islanders. That's what I'm doing. Blackhawks with the Islanders.
How about Dave Schultz? Where does he rank in the fighters? He was like one of the original just big time goons.
That was before my time, so I can't.
Dave Schultz.
Dave Schultz. It might be before my time.
Really?
He
was
former
the guy.
Flyer in the
He was
70s.
like the original goon. He used to guard Bobby Clark, who also had no teeth. Bobby Clark was a tough guy. I mean, Bobby Clark had no teeth. The two front ones were missing.
Yeah, see, I hated the Flyers. That's why.
That was
In
Bernie
the
Perrant.
90s.
Bernie. They had Bernie Perrant was the goalie.
Was the pro, yeah.
He was. You want to talk about a bad day having to play against that guy on a hot day? It was like the guy from the Devils with the red hair, Brodeur. It's like nightmare. It's like the worst day possible. You catch that guy in a hot streak. It's like he doesn't even have to do anything. He just stands there and no one scores. It's like showed up. Oh no, he showed up. And then he played for the Avalanche and did it all over again, right? The same thing. He must have the most cups of any goalie, right? Kem Dryden or him, right?
I think it might be Dryden.
Ken Dryden won about 100 when I was a kid. He played on the Guy Lafleur teams. He was lucky enough to have Guy Lafleur as a teammate. Anyways, Penguins, Islanders, Pens, Heads. See, I know a little bit about hockey. But it was a long time ago. Heads, Tails, Penguins, Islanders. Penguins, Brian, you're in luck.
Good.
You love going against that penny. Dino Cicerelli in a bar fight. Matthew Barnaby says my guy knocked out Dino Cicerelli in a bar fight. But Dino Cicerelli was a forward, right? He wasn't really like a goon. Bobby Clark was the best face-off man ever. It's like you didn't want to go against him.
No.
All right. Brings us to our parlay segment. It's weird without Ruffalo, even though he hasn't been on for the weekday shows. I didn't expect him to be here. Got to bring another punching bag in. I guess Ron will lead us off. Or Rod, you want to lead us off with the parlays?
Sure. I'm going to go. I got a couple for you. I'm going to got one hockey one. I'm going to go Detroit money line, Rangers money line, Columbus money line. Parlay those up for the hockey. And hoops. I'm going to go Celtics minus the points, Maryland minus the points, Navy minus the points.
Maryland. All right, Brian.
Maryland.
Oh, Ron.
I got 3-team hoops parlay, college hoops and NBA. You got Villanova laying the points. You got the Chicago Bulls. Oh, no, they postponed. Let me change that. I got the Warriors getting the points, and then I'll throw in. Let's do some hockey, and I'll throw in the Rangers on the money line.
Brian.
Golden State Warriors plus the points, NC State minus the points, and Villanova Wildcats minus the big number.
Phoenix Suns under in the Knicks game against the Pistons. And I will take the Warriors as well. That's our parlays for today. Be sure to join us for our premium show. Chris Ruffalo will not be with us today, so I'm not sure how we're going to do this. And I guess, I don't know if he's going to be back this afternoon or not. We wish him well. Not really sure. But we'll figure it all out. We always do. For those of you not joining us for our premium segment, we appreciate you as well. Have a great day, everyone. And, of course, we're going to try and act more professional tomorrow. I'm going to guess there's no hockey show today either. So we'll have to figure that out, too.